All right, now we should be good. Alrighty then. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I think everything is working okay. Let's just double check here. Let's go and open this up. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Cool. All right. I'm not apologizing for the mess because it's my basement and I don't care what it looks like. So all my shop stuff is right behind me anyway. So. All right. So if you guys aren't aware, Creality actually sent us an Ender 3 V2 to check out, and today we're gonna start unboxing it and seeing how it is, and hopefully I have a better experience with this printer than I have with my Ender 3 in the past, because most of you guys know that I have not had a good reputation with Creality, but they're winning me over on the resin printer side. So hopefully, hopefully this will be good. All right, let's get into it. Packaged very well. All right, so first off, we have the user manual and everything ready to go. Make sure it's good. All right, so we're pulling out the hot end, the base, move all the wiring around here, everything all situated. Looks like maybe 2 uprights. Good luck. That writer guy. All right, let's go ahead and get this stuff in here. That covers. Hello, Lyman? Lyman? Lyman. What's up, buddy? All right. What else we got here? A fancy LCD screen. This is much better, a much better improvement over the original. I will say that. And of course, they're still including the good old plastic extruder here. That's a great thing. I will be curious to your thoughts on this, as I know your history with your Ender 3. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for anything, but it would be nice that this one would work well. But you never know. You just never know. All right. So stepper motor, power supply. We're not going to use that. I got one already set up. Our Y, our X carat, whatever it is. Semi-dull scraper, not the end of the world. I'll throw that back in there. Extra goodies, tensioner, and it looks like our uprights. Ooh, with our Z-rod. Okay. I'll be honest, I'm not expecting too much out of it. And the only reason I say that is I know a couple people who have gotten the Ender 3 V2, and they have the same issues that I used to have with my original Ender. So it seems like they haven't really learned from previous experience. So, what's up, David? How's it going, man? Now, I will let you guys know that most likely I'm not going to be keeping this printer, regardless if it's going to be a good printer or not. Obviously, we're going to do some testing with it and everything. We'll probably keep it around for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, testing it out, making sure that it prints as long as it prints, when we're done here. But we're going to end up giving it away if that's the case. Because we're coming up on our 30,000 users on the 3D Noob group, and I think I'm going to end up giving this printer away, along with some other various stuff that we have for giveaways when we hit that 30,000 mark. So make sure to keep your eyes peeled about it. Oh, I know what that is. So that means I'm going to get stabbed by an acupuncture needle. I always forget how much you have to do to put these machines together, because I'm so used to the G-Tech A10, which is hiding right below here. And the G-Tech A10 is basically the frame and the upright. So 8 screws and the entire machine is put together. You don't have to put together the extruder. You don't have to put the hot end on it. Like, everything's already on it. It's a total two-piece system. The only things you add on from the 2 main parts on the G-Tech is the LCD screen, the power supply, and that's it. So 2 bolts for that, 2 bolts for that, and then 4 bolts for the upright. So 8 bolts total on the G-Tech. Whereas this, you kind of have to put it all together. So I'm still not a big fan of that, but yeah, we'll take a look at it and see if we can get everything situated here. I'll leave that test filament because I've heard a lot of people love that filament for some odd reason. Oh, our fantastic SD cards that come with the Ender 3. I love that about the G-Techs and Sunlu S8. Ender seems to be more labor intensive. Yeah, so the G-Tech, I can put that together. I can take it out of the box, put it together, and get it printing its first print in probably less than half hour. So, and that's with me talking and everything like that. So, is this our typical snot side snips? Yes, it is. All right, now let's put this all together here because I want to make sure that we have this all together. Didn't get a notification for take 4. Yeah, sorry, if you guys weren't here earlier, I was having some issues with the microphone and everything. I hope you guys can hear me semi-clear. The microphone is actually way up over here. So hopefully I'm projecting my voice enough to where you can clearly hear me. Otherwise, we'll just have to make do, because I'm not going to reset it again. Now for this, what I might end up doing, just to make the person's, for those of you who are jumping in now, as I stated a little bit ago, most likely I'm going to use this machine, test it out, and then we're going to do it as a giveaway. So I'm probably not going to end up keeping this machine. Why am I not keeping this machine? It's because, well, I have the Sovol SV01 here that's a really, really nice printer. I have a Mingda D3. I have an A-net right here. I have another A-net over there. And to be in all honesty, I usually use resin printers out of anything. So I figured, hey, this will be nice. Oh, they got a nice little drawer in here now. I didn't even realize that. So what I might do is if I end up giving this away, I might send it all together, like put together. The only thing that worries me is these, because these are plastic and they will probably end up breaking. So let's go through the assembly instructions. Hopefully they're a lot better than they have been in the past, but I'm not holding my breath for anything. So, all right, let's see here. We have our base, limit switch, and profiles. All right. This is going to be fun. We're going to have to make some room here. There we go. So we are going to put together our uprights. Yeah, all good. Cool. All right. Just wanted to make sure. Let's go and put those together and get that all up and ready. So what do we need? We need M545. Four. Said that's not it. Or if I do send this out and I need to disassemble it because shipping has started to get insane, I will probably end up putting it mostly together for the end user, so they're not struggling with it because you guys all know how terrible this system can be. Okay, so most likely this is going to be where our power supply is. Does this still have a standing power supply? I haven't really looked at this printer all that much. And it looks like it does not. So yeah, okay. It's going to be upright. Yeah, now you guys get to see me struggle with this stuff because I don't build these printers no more. And hey, if you guys want to share it out, go ahead and share it out. That would be fantastically helpful. That's going to be our stepper motor. Good thing I remember how to put these things together. Now, there will be a catch for you guys that are watching this that, I'm talking about doing this for a giveaway. For this, this will be for my subscribers on the YouTube channels. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure you are, because we're going to be doing this lovely thing as a giveaway. I just hate this so much. sure we had that on right. Pretty sure I did. Oh, you know what? I think I already put that on backwards. Awesome. No, those are through and through. Yeah, you know why you probably didn't get a notification? Because I did everything right. You know, why not? I need to get back StreamYard. That's what I need to do. Because as of right now, that would be extremely helpful. Okay. So there's that. Now we need our limit switch. Which I'm sure is going to be so much fun to adjust. Okay. Still does have the stopper on it. Now, this is one of the things that I hate about these keynotes, that they never grab right on this switch. Tinkerman, looks like we're having fun. I join you on StreamYard tonight if you have it. Gotta fix an ABL printer issue myself. I need to download it. I don't even have the free version, or just need to get back on there. I don't even have the free version set up and everything anymore. So, yeah, maybe I will though. We'll have to see. Although I might go and get some food or something. I don't know. All right. So now it wants us to set up the motor. Hello, motor. That is the Z motor. Hello, motor. All right, and now we need M4 by 18. 16. Oh, that's probably one of those where it needs to drop on. Dying here. M4 by 18. Of course they were. I've got two V2s to put together. Had them for about 3 months. Still my setting up my reloading and 3D room. Yeah, I've had this for about a week now, and I just needed to get on it because the people that got it to me were like, "Hey, what's going on with this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I should probably get on that and get that going." So, all right, so those two go on the back there. Swing this around. My little kitty. Motor is in place. Cat's looking at me like, "What's going on here?" All right, so that's 2 steps. Now we need to set up all of the motor stuff. Hello, motor. All right. Now we're going to need a belt, a drive, and everything else. That's going to be our top. That's going to be our belt. Okay. Well, first off, put this bad boy in. Did we already lose the screw? I think so. I think we did. That was supposed to have 2 screws in it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Are we missing? No, no. I'm losing my mind. It's gonna be one of them days, huh? Okay, so we need to set that up. It's like kind of universal. So it does. All right, so we need M416s. Those going back. M416. Here's already one poor design here. I hate this design. Now I remembered why I won't ever, ever buy another Creality machine again. Good lord. This is taking way too long just to do this. And it might just be me. But come on now. Oh my god. Mega S 8 bolts boom done. Yeah. Again, this is one of the many, many reasons why I highly suggest a G-Tech over these printers. I don't care what technology is on these. I cannot find the hole, my friend. Sounds like personal trouble. I'm about ready to just call it quits on this one. Say, yep, that's a good stream we had there. Great stream. Holy shit, I got it. Only took like what, 10 minutes? Good Lord, people. Come on now. Shouldn't be that hard to find. Alrighty, sir. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping on by. All right. I think we are all good. All right. We're good on that. I'm sure it took us, 20 minutes to do that. And we're going to put on our These PTFE fittings, are they plastic? Oh, they actually look like they're metal. I think they actually are. Holy cow, did they actually spend some money and put some metal clips in there? I don't know. That looks plastic to me. I think they're still the plastic crappy ones. Let me see if I got any of the metal ones. I think I got a couple of them. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, I did. We're upgrading that right away. Not dealing with that. Okay, so what do we need? P4. We go upgrade. These are garbage. These are the ones you want. They usually say don't on the top of it. D-O-N-T. And that's what you want to replace with your extruder. Put it on your extruder motor and on your hot end. So when we get the hot end assembled, we're going to remove it on the hot end too. Because I don't want my PTFE tube to be popping loose whilst doing a print. So, and I believe I also have some Capricorn tubing that we can do an upgrade. So we can do a little bit of upgrades on this while we're getting it all set up and ready to rock and roll. So that's kind of cool. All right, GT2 belt. Let's get that. Here I was thinking, oh yeah, this will be like a half-hour stream. No problem. This will be really, really, really easy to do. Yeah, right. Not gonna happen. Reality's like, not on my watch, you're not. Now we get to put on the hot end. Yeah, that's a little more trouble than I'd like it to be, so we're just going to leave the PTFE tube and the fitting on there. It's not my ideal thing to do, but with the way that this fan shroud is, it's not very nice. It's actually kind of a nice fan shroud. Still got the crappy Creality hot end in it though. So yeah. All right. Put that on. Here. How's everybody doing? You guys still sticking around? See, there's at least 6 people in here still. These are terrible instructions, I must say. Might want to put the hot end on, man. Yeah, no, I was gonna do that, but thinking in like the Creality Ender 3, I remember putting that all on and then sliding this on. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. That was next on my list. Because your list. Now is this like the Ender 3 where you can't slide the shit on without that? Yeah. And that's why they want you to put that on first. Okay. Let's grab our tensioner. Okay, nobody's done. All right. Probably making this harder on myself. It's got to go in a certain way too. Yeah, of course. Of course it is. Oh, let's try this again. So the flat one goes in front. upright. All right. There's that. We're not going to put a spool holder on it. I'm just going to leave that off for now. We're going to put on this gum thing. Such a useless piece on there. Yeah, but that. These fancy things on here. And the caps. Alright, now we get to do all our wiring. That's for our motor. That back there. This is a terrible, terrible design. Alright, that's all set up. Extruder all set up. That's good. X and Y motors. X motors, I should say. Y I should already set up, it looks like. Extruder. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a wiring problem. One of these wires is coming out. I never use mine. I just felt it unnecessary for the extruder. Other than yep, I've never used them. I know people have them. The only cool thing that I've seen that's like a motor driven type piece is somebody, instead of like having the front cap here, somebody put like a gyroscope on it. It's a gyrosphere, not a gyroscope, a gyrosphere. So whenever the motor would turn, the gyrosphere would turn. So it looks really cool, but again, it's absolutely useless. It's not something that's needed. But out of any of the ones that I saw, that's probably the coolest one that I ever saw. Now, $1 million question is, will this thing print? With the way I put it together. I'm gonna say no. Okay, I think we're all set up. Yeah, seen that the other day. Yep. Yeah, I saw it last night or the other night. Okay. So where is our power supply now? Make sure that this is set to 110, which it is not. So always make sure to set your power supply, which is on the back, to your proper setting. Here in the good old USA, we use 115. So what would happen is basically when we plug this in, there wouldn't be any power really. You might get the screen to show up, but none of the motors would work or anything like that. So you would have a hell of a time trying to figure out what's going on here. And come to find out, it's just your power not set properly on. Did I totally miss the part to put on the screen? Did I just like skip over that? Nope. No, I didn't. So, so here I am. I have a screen here. And I don't see a connector, right? It goes on the right hand side. Yeah. No, the connector's underneath it. But still, I don't believe I saw an installation for the screen. So let's go and see if I missed this. I probably did. That's a pretty big step. Yep, there we go. Install profile gantry. Yeah, so I didn't miss the screen. So that's my bad. Let's go. They need to provide longer Allen keys for this. Yeah, I see that. Slides on. All right. And it did make this much easier. Whereas, like the original Creality, it had like EXP1, EXP2, and EXP3. You had to figure out which one it went into because it never told you which one goes into where. So. All right. So that is it, people. We are all set up. Again, we can put on the tubing and everything like that, but I'm not really going to worry about that. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, we did change the PTFE fitting or tube fitting, whatever you want to call it. This is a different style glass bed than what they've been using. This is more textured than the older stuff. This might be a little bit better. All right. Now the $1,000,000 question is, where is our power switch? Probably on the back. All right. And of course, our fan is already making a noise. It's not a terrible noise, but still. All right, so let's. I got some test filament here. Put some blue through the test. Some Sunlu blue. I mean, I guess it kind of helps, but here's the thing. I hate that thing when I'm trying to feed the filament through because I can't see the filament path. So we're going to get that close to the hot end there. We're going to do some bed leveling. Let's go to what we can do, prepare. Let's go preheat PLA. Okay, so our temperature is 260. I do like the screen already. It's much nicer than the, obviously the older style. That's basically what this model is, the older style. But we'll let this heat up so we can get our bed leveled. I'm sure it's not. One thing right away, if anybody happens to get this printer, go and get the upgraded yellow springs for this. I never really thought that they would make a huge difference on it, but after I used it with the Soval here, those are much nicer. They work pretty much the same, but they don't decompress as fast as these crappy ones do. So yeah, I do suggest upgrading the springs on this already. So that's heating up pretty quickly. Already almost at temperature here. So we're going to do an auto home. That is dead silent. Good Lord. Oh my God, that's slow. Cat's trying to get the filament. All right, so we're gonna squish that bed a little bit. What I mean squish is I'm gonna turn the knobs down just in case they're too high. I'm not gonna gouge the bed. That's another thing that I like about my G-Tech is it has level corners option, which by this time, this printer should have it. And I don't think it does. Motion, max, no, that's temperature, nope. Compare, just has disable steppers, which I'm amazed at. I would think by now they would have that all set up. All right, let's go ahead and level this corner. Okay, one corner level. Yep. Manual leveling. It's not my favorite thing to do. And already this is fucked. The gantry's got to be off. I'm like digging in on the right hand side here. There's no way that is that work. There's no way. All right. That's about as good as we're getting. Use it up. All right. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Okay. I gotta love that. Level the bed, and it's definitely not level. I can see it's way off the bed. The bed has worked too. Oh yeah. So it looks like we're going good now. Yeah, that's something that needs to be fixed because that manual leveling thing can be real bad. All right. So that's pretty much it. I don't understand how they are still using manual leveling when auto level has been out well before this was created. Doesn't make sense why to use manual leveling anymore. Yeah, and this is probably Marlin 2.0, obviously. And that G Tech that I have that's sitting right over there that has it's not automatic leveling, but it's the difference between the manual leveling and like automated leveling. So the differences are when you disable the stepper motors, things can happen to the machine that wouldn't normally happen during printing. For instance, the motor can drop a little bit because there's so much weight on the Z that it can drop just, point millimeter or whatever, point 0.01 millimeter. So, I mean, a lot of different. Why is this thing ticking? What the hell? Can you guys hear that? I think it's the fan on the bottom. But I mean, come on. This is a brand new machine. It's probably the fan on the bottom. Oh, it totally is. It's locking up. Yeah, there was something stuck in it. They left something in the machine, like a zip tie or something. Yeah, that would have been good. Overheating my board? Yeah, that would have been real good. Well, we're going down pretty good. Wouldn't say it's the greatest, but I've had worse. But it's definitely leveled now. So yeah, I'll have to open that up and see what the hell that was, because that should not be in there, whatever it is. I don't need that in there, especially if I'm going to be giving this away to somebody. I don't want that to be on there and have somebody be like, well, what? Why is this making noise? Well, it wasn't making noise when I was at it. But yeah, we definitely don't want that to be done. So I'm not going to print this entire thing. I'm not going to have you guys sit here. I'll probably have it print for about 10 minutes. That'll give us an hour and 30 minutes into a stream, and that should be more than enough for this stream. But for the most part, it's set up, it's running. It is insanely quiet. The only things that are really, really loud are the fans, but we can even fix the fans and replace them to have less loud fans. Because one of them is the motherboard fan, or the control board fan. But the other cool thing is, if we really wanted to, we can go crazy and we could put a Big Tree Tech SKR 1.4, or we can put the brand new SKR E3 Turbo in there too, and make this machine even insane when it comes to that. But I think I still need to buy drivers for that, if I'm not mistaken. I know the SKR Turbo might come with stuff. It comes with an SD card. Yeah, so we still need to buy drivers for this. Not the end of the world. Oh wait, no, these drivers are integrated. These have Trinamics. I bet you these are 2209s. Betcha. No, looks like it's 2208. But yeah, we can get real crazy with this thing. If we really wanted to. But yeah, it's printing fine so far. Now, I said the same thing with my Ender, and not even a month later, it was just like, I'm going to print for you one day, and then I'm going to have like 4 days of not printing, and then I'll end up printing for you again. I'll just kind of switch it off, see how your mood is that day. That's how my Ender life has gone. But so far so good. So that's a good thing. We'll put our little extra pieces in here. Put in extra nozzles and everything. Our little clips. Yeah, if you have good connectors for the PTFE footing, you won't need those little clips anywhere. That should be perfectly fine without it. that in there, those in there, that, and I think we're all good. We'll put in some extra fittings in there. Why not? Why not? We do it nice. We'll put in an extra nice PTFE fitting. And I think that'll be pretty much it. We don't need to add anything else to that. Add our extra screws in there. More than enough. Okay. Tune it up. Well, I do have to make a stop at TH3D Studio one of these days. If you guys do or do not know, I used to work for TH3D Studio. So that's why I have some swag from there. If you guys do or do not know, they make what's called the Easy ABL system. It's kind of like an auto bed leveling system on steroids. Works on all surfaces. It's very simple to use, very simple to upgrade. The only downside is I have to find out what type of board this has. And go from there, because if it's got the newest board, the 4.2 or whatever it is, then it might be an issue. I don't know if that's supported yet, but I'm sure me and Tim can take a look at it and see what's going on. But yeah, I can add an easy ABL to that. I can add a flex plate system, and maybe just hook this up to the highest extent that we possibly can, and then use it for a giveaway and just kind of give some props to people and things like that. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do this as like a huge giveaway from like. We'll get Big Tree Tech involved. We'll throw in some Sunlu package filament. We'll see if everyone wants to throw in some filaments. Yeah, I might throw in the boards, because I'll be honest, I'm not going to use those boards. The only thing is that's right. I don't have to find drivers. Those are on there already. But yeah, I'll probably end up throwing that in, and pretty much anything else I can find. I'll include a scraper and all kinds of different things. I do have some upgraded tubing I can throw in there. But yeah, we can definitely hook whoever's getting this up and get it all nice and fancy. One thing I didn't check was the bed, which it's a little slight wobble, but yeah, it'd be nice to max it out and see where we go from there. So, but I want to get some prints on it first before I do anything. I have to do like an actual review on it. That's my whole plan for it. And then once that is, we'll do a giveaway for it. So it might not come for the 30,000 giveaway, because we're getting real close to that. So if anything, maybe it'll be a holiday giveaway or a Christmas giveaway. That'd be nice. Or maybe we'll do like something different, like a buy-in, like $3 a spot or something like that. I don't know. We'll make it the ultimate giveaway. The ultimate Ender giveaway. Shoot, I even have, speaking of that, I also have this little goodie from Big Tree Tech as well, which I already kind of hooked up. I need to print a case, so maybe we'll print a case off of this. But it's a 5-inch LCD touchscreen, and it doesn't have a Raspberry Pi in it. This is actually called a Tinker board, which is like a Raspberry Pi on steroids. And it's got an OS on it. I can probably put Octoprint on it or Astroprint or whatever it may be, and get it all hooked up. And again, we can add that in and have that as a giveaway. So, and just kind of include everything. So, exactly, the ultimate giveaway, guys. We can do that. Absolutely. We can make this cray. So, because like I said, I'm more into the resin printing, so I'm not really going to use these. I'm going to keep one big FDM printer, and that's about it. And like I said, I got three other printers here that I need to unbox. I have an ANET ET5, an ANET ET4, and I have a Sane Smart Coreception that I got to unbox and do everything. So, sounds good, man. Yeah, just shoot me a message. I'll be on for a little bit. I'm probably going to go grab some food in a little while. I'm going to stop this print in a couple minutes here. We're at 128 right now for our live feed. Now we're in 28 minutes in. So, and so far, it's not looking too bad. I don't know what the hell it's doing with the install, but it's a weird pattern. I think we might be stringing a bit. I don't know. Maybe I'll just let this go. Say screw it. Since you never sleep like I don't, I'll be around. Yeah, I'll be around for a little bit. I'm usually on Discord late at night, just chatting with my buddies. It's a private Discord, just for us. It's like me and like four other guys, and we just chit chat mostly about retro gaming stuff and whatever it may be. But yeah, I'll be around. 2:15 p.m. in Western Australia. Really, it's 2:15. Why was I thinking that it was like 5 o'clock? Oh wait, you're in Western. Never, yeah. So I might be thinking of Eastern Australia, unless there is not a different time zone area on there. But I thought it was like 5 o'clock around there at that time. Because my buddy Nazi, he lives in Australia. I don't know exactly where, but he lives there, and I usually when he's online, it's like 5 o'clock. So, all right, what are we looking at here? What is this even printing? This is printing a dog. Oh God, is it printing a raft? Add 3 hours for Eastern Coast. Okay, so that sounds right. Yeah, because I think he's on the Eastern Coast. Yeah, so that sounds about right. Um, oh, jeez. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I got a couple rolls from Sunlu that I think I'll throw on tonight and do a cover for that 5-inch screen because there's a nice little like tablet setup for it. Initial thoughts. Um, as of right now, it's a good machine. It still has an issue with the bed leveling. Um, it shouldn't be manual. What I mean by like fully manual, it shouldn't do that. There should not be a disable steppers option for leveling. That should not be it. There should be a level 4 corners option, or 5 actually, because Enders, actually all Creality machines are notorious for having warped centers out of anything. This one looks okay right now, but the issue that I'm having is like this is like halfway level, this is halfway level, that's halfway level, and that one's like turned all the way up or in, down. It's compressed all the way down. So there's an issue with that corner. So the problem that they have is they set these Z's to a specific height. And while that may be good for first time users, it's not very good because you need to adjust that. So I'm not so happy about that. Um, they need to add in some better PTFE fittings because I see way too many people where they come out and like this is popped out or that's popped out. I see that all the time. Absolutely, every single week I see that. So they need to invest in some better PTFE fittings um, with some metal teeth in it, not the plastic ones. The plastic ones only work so much. Um, and if you're doing a lot of retractions back and forth and things like that, it's just going to go bad real quick. Whereas the metal teeth grips in there. I've had a hell of a time. So on some ways, I can understand why they don't use metal teeth because it's not user friendly. So, but yeah, all in all, it's a nice machine. They've done a lot of work with these machines from the previous model. So the Ender 3 V2 is definitely a far step up in terms of what it can do, but they can add a couple things here and there. So as of right now, I'd give it a good 8 out of 10. And the reason why 8 out of 10 is because, like I said, it should have that automatic LCD leveling feature, and then just some better PTFEs and their quality control. Like I said, I got to go inside here and see what that was, and hopefully it's not an important piece, whatever was stuck in that fan. But yeah, they definitely made it a lot better. I like that they removed the power supply from the back here because the issue that I always thought about was, unlike G-Tech, theirs was raised up off of the extrusion rail, the bottom extrusion, and so that would cause the frame to shift to the back. And if somebody didn't properly tighten it, it can cause a lot of issues, and people wouldn't even think about checking that or supporting that because they just figured, oh, it's screwed into the extrusion rail, it's fine. Well, no, you have a big thing pulling that down, and it's lifted in the air. So, that was one of the issues that they had. So that's a nice upgrade. I really like the screen. I'm not a big fan of like the whole touchscreen thing, and this one definitely isn't. But it is a nicer looking screen, and the knob is a lot better than the older style. It just feels more fluid than the older one. The older one definitely felt like more mechanical. I mean, you still get a little bit of it, but it's not as predominant. So, I mean, it's just like some little things that they did some upgrading. I understand, if this was a $200 printer, then putting it together as it was, that is a good thing. But at the price range at it's at, which I think is like 240 to 260, depending on where you are, might be even more. I'll be honest, I didn't really even look at it right off the top. But as it sits in its price range right now, it's so it's 279. So that's 280. So just to point it out here, okay, I have a Soval SV01. It's basically an upgraded CR10 and nicely upgraded. And that's around the same price range. And it's bigger. It's not much bigger, but it's bigger. But it also adds some extra features into it, and it's got a direct drive. So you really got to weigh your options on it. But going back to the whole Creality thing, if it was easier to put together, that 279 price range would be good. If it was like 200 to 220, then okay, I can see it being the whole put together yourself type thing, because that does take a little while. I mean, that took me another 20 minutes or so. So at that point in time, I would have already had a print halfway done on a G-Tech A10, which is basically the same exact thing. It just doesn't look as fancy as an Ender 3, and it's not well known. So so that's about my only like major gripe about it is that at that 280 price range, you shouldn't be having to put the whole thing together. So yeah, I agree. And that's one of the things that you really got to look for is you got to do a lot of research because most of the time when you look at the best budget printers for 2020 or 2021, they're always going to have the Ender on it. Why? Because it's a popular machine. So it automatically wins the popular vote. But that doesn't mean that it's the best budget machine out there. There are better ones, like the Anycubic i3 Mega. That's a great starter. Uh, the same goes for the G-Tech A10. I would put those first before the Ender 3 or the Ender 3 V2 or the Ender 3 Pro, any one of those machines, any single day. Why? Because it has a filament runout sensor. It has automatic leveling to level each and every corner. So you actually get it right the first time and not have to struggle with it. And they're better built machines right out of the box. You don't have to do more building. So that's about all I have to say for it. But as of right now, it's it's looking pretty good. I think I might have to tune the temps a little bit because I think we are under extruding a little. So we'll set this to, we'll put it at 210. We'll bump it up 10 degrees and go from there. See if that helps. Because this is probably just some crap filament, anyways. So now the S8, I can't really say much because I haven't had my hands on an S8. But the what is this, like three people I know that had S8s, and one of them had two of them. They all returned them because my one guy who had two of them, he had electrical issues on one. Then the other one, it just stopped printing. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe you just got two bad ones. But I hear they're great machines. I have not had a chance to get one in my hands to test it out. Um, and those are bigger machines too, aren't they? The S8, so they're probably a little bit better bang for your buck. Even if you have to replace a part on it, it's probably still a better bang. Like if a board goes bad, you can replace the board. So make it happen, cat. So um, yeah, let's see. Doing a little bit better here. 209 now. It looks like we got good bed adhesion and everything. Kind of scarred the bed up a little bit, trying to level it. It's totally my fault. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's still going to work the way that it's intended. Um, yeah, that was one other thing. The texture on the bed. Um, Obviously, it's a similar style bed that they used to use, but it's more texturized. So I don't know if that helps with adhesion or not. I always had a problem with the super plates or the any cubic. Oh god, I forgot what they called them, but any cubic basically made these style plates with a hex pattern on it, and everybody had their own iteration of it, and I never really had a good printing experience. I always had to use some sort of adhesion helper, usually hairspray, because I didn't like to use glue. But this one so far is printing pretty well. I kind of gave it the benefit of the doubt, hoping that it would stick. And so far so good. I'm not saying that it won't unstick, but hey, you never know. So, but yeah, we'll take a look at this and test it out. We'll put it through the rains because I'm very very taken aback with it because my history with the Ender threes. So I really want to put it to its absolute maximum limits to see if, we can have a good ender for once. Not saying I'm going to keep it. There's no plan on me keeping this printer at all. So, and even though it was given to me, I have I have absolutely no bias on any of these machines that I get. Whether they pay me to say something or not, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't care. The only time that I can't is if they tell me I have to sign a contract, which I won't. I won't sign a contract saying that a machine is good because I want you guys to know how good that machine actually is. I'm not going to tell you some BS and be like, yeah, this is a great machine. Go out and get it. I'm not going to tell you that right now. I'm not. I can't tell you that it's a great machine right now. This is the problem that I have with a lot of YouTube videos that I see because they take it out, do their fancy video, they print with it for a few days, and then they're like, "Yeah, it's a great machine. Go out and get it." But I want to hear what's good about it, what's bad about it. What are your thoughts about upgrading and things like that. That's why I kind of do two different videos. I do an unboxing video and then I do an actual review because I want to put it through its paces and make sure that it's working the way that it's intended. Because somebody can print stuff, but they can print something that's just in the center of the bed. What if you print something that's the entire length of the bed, or something that has multiple pieces on the bed? I don't usually see that. Most of the time, it's somebody prints something on the center of the bed, and they be on their merry way. So, yeah, exactly. And I'm not going to ruin my reputation on that. Like, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, this is a garbage machine. You guys all know I had an Ender 3. I bought and paid for that with my own money. And I will tell you to the moon and back that that machine was an absolute piece of garbage. Left me not wanting an Ender 3 ever again. And then I just saw problem after problem from this person and that person. All the people I said, yeah, get an Ender 3, it's great, don't have an Ender 3 anymore. And from that point on, I was like, I will never do that ever again. I will make sure that I put that printer to the test and, get it printing again before I say, yeah, go out and get it. This is printing a very weird pattern for infill. I don't know what the hell they have it on, but it's like gyrofill or something. I don't know. I would rather have an honest review than a fake review anytime. The truth is better when it comes to these, as these are an investment and take a considerable amount of time. Yeah, that's exactly my whole thing. And that's one of the big reasons why I switched over to resin printers, is the time and investment that I put into those is very, very minimal. And my return is huge. Whereas FDM printers, if something's going wrong with it, it can be 20 different things. So if I have an under extrusion problem, it can be anything from the nozzle to the heat break to the block to the heater cartridge to the thermistor to the extruder to the extruder gears to the PTFE tubes to the PTFE fittings, all kinds of different things, to the board even, the power to it, all kinds of different things. So with resin printers, it's pretty straightforward because you just have a Z-axis that goes up and down. And then on top of it, my main thing is I print a lot of stuff that requires the prints to come out good right away. So I print stuff that I don't have to do anything with. It's just good right off of the build plate. Whereas FDM, you kind of have to sand some things here and there and stuff like that. I don't usually do that. I let the customer do that, or whoever I'm printing it for. But it's still nice to have FDM printers because I do use it for a lot of useful stuff. Like if you guys see the wall that's over here, you guys see in my other videos, I have a lot of stuff that's like wall mounted. So I have tools that are wall mounted. keyboards, laptops, all kinds of stuff that's wall mounted. Even take for example, right below the camera here, I have a holder for trash bags, and it's just two different sides, and you put them together, and that's a useful print. But I need something that is not going to be brittle and not going to break easily. I need something that'll last a little while. So I just usually use PLA and print that. So I do have a roll of PETG, which I've been meaning to use for some stuff. And maybe we'll put its paces through here and get it all set up. Doesn't look too bad. But yeah, as of right now, it's not too bad of a printer. Like I said, it's got a little bit of hiccups here and there, but right now it's printing good. Um, so we'll have to see how it goes, the next week or so. I'm definitely going to be printing like more face mask stuff, more ear savers. I'm going to do some smaller prints, and then we'll do a couple bigger prints just to make sure, everything is good on both the X, Y, and Z setups. So, but I think I'm gonna let you guys go here in a little bit. We're coming up on 2 hours on this stream, so I'm gonna end it at 2 hours. Even though I said when we were gonna end 15 minutes ago, um, that's not the case. But I think I'm gonna let this go and see how well it does. Now, talking about this, the funny thing is, my buddy who lives maybe 15 minutes from here, John Trupkowski, um, he got an Ender 3v2 as well. He's like, "Wow, this is printing pretty good. I'm happy with it." It's like it's you know my issues with the Ender 3 are not that bad now. Then about 2 days later, he comes back and he's like, "I don't know what happened. It's just starting again. It's going downhill." So we'll have to see how well this performs. But as of right now, it's doing okay. So I'm not gonna hold my hopes up on it though, due to its tragic history with me. But who knows? So far, at least the Creality resin printers, those have been flipping me 100%. Those have been great. In fact, I have a huge order that I've been printing on the Creality LDH, which is their mono screen, and that thing has just been churning and burning. It's probably got 4 times more hours than most of my printers on it. So it's got a lot of printing time already on it because I just been using that printer. I've been lazy. So, but yeah, I'll get those time frames and everything and set it up. I got to do my actual review on it, but so far it's a good printer. So, but this one isn't too bad. Okay, that's looking a lot better. I was getting worried there because like the top, it was showing the top, and there was holes all in it, and I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't look too good. But it was still trying to finish its layer. So, all right, thanks for stopping in, Mika. Yeah, we're only going to be on for another 9 minutes. So, yeah, really the only major part that's really like loud on this machine is the fan and the board fan. And for that, I would suggest putting a Noctua in there or a Sunon. Sunon probably be easier because you don't have to do a step down. Um, yeah, that would be a great upgrade for that. That would make this day damn near silent. So, beer time. I actually had a beer about an hour, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Yeah, no, it would have been like 3.5 hours ago. I God, I bought some Korean beer that's like a green apple beer, and it is delicious. It tastes just like the fake champagne that you get. That's like for kids. It comes in a champagne bottle. I forget what it is. Welch's grape juice. Tastes just like that. It's only like 3% alcohol for the beer can, but yeah, it's good though. I'm not a big beer drinker, but I'll drink that beer all day long. So, obviously, I don't think this roll of filament is gonna, you know, get our entire print going here, but yeah. Oh yeah, we're at 6 viewers. Wow, amazing. This is definitely looking a lot better ever since I bumped up that temp too. Because usually the sweet spot is like 210, 215. So I do have to do a video on temp tower, so maybe we'll do a temp tower video on this thing and show it off. I've noticed that the filament that they usually send is hit or miss. And the infamous question, will it be enough for the print? Well, this time they actually sent a lot, but I didn't use it because I know a lot of people like love this filament for some reason. I don't know who makes it. It's definitely not Creality. It's probably like eSun PLA Plus. It's probably some really nice filaments. Like out of the few things, they probably didn't skimp on it. Because eSun's like the largest manufacturer of filament, and then everybody just usually just rebrands it. Take for example, this is eSun. Even though it's Sunlu, it's eSun. It's the same stuff. So it's just their lower grade eSuns. Um, but yeah, so I used I had a package of this stuff that I'm just using. So that's definitely not going to be enough. So I'm just gonna probably let it run out until it goes and then stop the print and go from there. So yeah, 5 more minutes and then we'll call this quits for the night. And yeah. Oh, sheesh. Yes, I'm actually getting tired. That's amazing. Maybe I won't go out for food. Maybe I'll just grab something to eat here. We have 3 hours and 25 minutes remaining, supposedly. my screen for now. Yeah, we're pretty good. I'm surprised so far. But I have a feeling that I'm going to end up having to do the PTFE fix on this. And if I have to go into the hot end, I'm just probably going to end up changing the whole hot end and putting something like a V6 on it. Just calling it a day. I just, if I have to do something that extensive, I might as well just go in and upgrade, call it a day. I mean, it's not really extensive, but still. With this, it's not as easy as it used to be to just take off the PTFE fitting. Whereas like the original Ender, you take your wrench and unbolt it. This you have to take off the whole cover and everything. Which I don't think is an easy task. And we'll get that set up. All right, so I'm pretty much going to end the feed there. I hope you guys enjoyed the really, really boring and long video that I did of it. Yeah, we'll do some more testing with this and go through it and see what's actually going on with it, and make sure we put it through its paces to make sure that I can give you guys the best and most accurate thoughts and review on this printer. But as it stands right now, it's printing pretty well. But again, Enders have been known to change from day to day. So we'll just have to wait and see for the review video and basically go from there. So until next time, guys, happy printing.